Good to see you. I'm seeing a bit this year, man. Good to see you, man. Daddy, kiss the queen, man. Kiss that puppy, man. Kiss that puppy, man. Tell the mailman I said, what's up? I gotta come out to South Jersey. I got a friend out there in South Jersey, man. She just moved out there, so when my friends have to come up there, I would never come see you. Tina Brown, your song just went off there. Tina Brown, I had you out there.
All right, test. We got audio? There it is. We got audio? All right, we got audio.
Yeah. Yeah. Breaker. No South Jersey checking in. Danny in the shop where the real ones begin. 454s, 2290s, 28s, heading knocks. All HGs hitting hard. Melting mud duck slides. Danny the man with that Dave May flair. Old school vibe, 90 smoke in the air. Forget that weak 6 pill, high Q noise. This that Jersey Bill heat for the real convoy. Yeah, who I set up, but don't be a clown. Conex 3300 HP Max will shut you down. Over 29, Galaxy to the dome. PCC 66 or that Ranger top 1 chrome. Key it down, watch the mud ducks fall. South Jersey amps, yeah, the story gets told. Bleed over burning, watch it strong. 1, 2, 3 style, that skip rolls long. Key it down, watch the mud ducks fall. South Jersey amps, yeah, the story gets told. Bleed over burning, watch it strong. 1, 2, 3 style, that skip rolls long. Cadillac radio, straight pill stacks. 468 crushing it.
Come on, Keith. How are you, buddy? Got some people in here. I know it's a daytime video. I got some stuff I'm gonna do tonight. So get out of my shop.
Truck CB sail lights sparks in the dark. Even 350 builds running so mean. South Jersey storm, keep it crispy and clean.
Key it down, watch the mud ducks fold. South Jersey amps, yeah, the story gets told. Bleed over burning, watts hitting strong. 1, 2, 3 style, that skip clean.
Key it down, watch the mud ducks fold. South Jersey amps, yeah, the story gets told. Bleed over burning, watts hitting strong. 1, 2, 3 style, that skip rolls long. Don't overdrive it, don't fry that board. Keep it clean with the driver, let the power get stored. Mud ducks.
All right, we're gonna get this thing lit up here.
Cut through, leave it static in the past.
South Jersey cry, let the airwaves quake. Danny in the lab, watch the whole block shake. CB soldier forever, hold the crown. 1, 2, 3 on top.
All right, guys, here we go. It is Wednesday, is hump day, and we have ourselves a little 3 transistor unit. I got a call for this the other day, and the guy needed it as a driver. That's why it says on Facebook, driver. Let's see if we can get this thing to function for me. Here we go. So, here's what we have. We have a South Jersey 3 transistor unit. It is 12290 driving 2 2879s in this configuration in a 4.5 cabinet. The reason why I like the 4.5 cabinet is it gives you quite a bit more room if you're building these or trying to lay something out. It's not so compact inside. And it also allows me to take and put in one of my favorite things, a really good cooling system. So 106 CFM fan made by Sunon. I've been using these fans for years. They're great fans. Now, they do come with a filter grill system, and with that system, all you have to do is just pop this off of here, clean out the filter, and dry it off. You can rinse it off in the sink, and then dried off. You may have to trim it just a little bit due to it stretches as you dry it. So you may have to trim off like a 1/4 inch off 2 edges and then put it back in there, put it on there. So filters are nice. They keep the inside of the amplifiers clean and just preserves the heat, everything in here, the components, even though everything's sealed in here. In this unit, everything's actually sealed. I'm not using open metal micas or metal cladded parts. I use SMDs and regular silver micas. So this particular relay actually has a enclosed relay as well. It's totally sealed up. So with that said, there's 2 10-gauge wires coming out the back and a remote jack and a slew cord keeper. And again, a really good cooling system. This does have a potentiometer where you can bring the drive level up and down. And what does that do? This helps you control the unit. So as you back this down, some guys say, oh, my radio puts out like, I don't know, 3 watts, 2.5 watt. That keying's too much. So they'll take this potentiometer and they'll back it down. And when you do that, you can, but you're putting a lot of weight on your potentiometer because the radio is just simply putting out too much dead key, and you can burn out the potentiometer. Remember, these are only like 2 watt, and that's meaning resistance. So when you roll them back, it's absorbing all that extra power that your radio is doing for you. You can control the unit. But when you take and roll this back, you take away from the top end, meaning not so much always the peak, but the RMS, the fill of the RMS will go away a little bit as you roll this back. And we'll show that in the video. And you go from minimum, and then when you take it down here, you have to make the difference up with your radio. So if you have a variable on your radio, you're going to turn that up. And we'll cover all that stuff. So with that said, let's light this little guy up. And I got to turn on some things. So let me turn on my bench, and we'll get this party started. Okay. All right, turn on a few things here. There you have it, one little 3 transistor unit and a 4.5 cabinet. What's going on, Kelly? What's happening, Chuck? Hi, Molly. Molly, you gonna say hi to everybody? Molly, you can say hi. How you doing? I'm waiting to work. You gonna work today? You gonna do something? Yeah? All right, we'll get back to you. Get back to you in a bit. All right, let me turn on a few things here. That's on. That's on. And I'll turn this on. I haven't did it in testing, but we'll turn up the voltage a bit on this unit to show you guys that there is room to grow when we run these units. So, all right, let's take a look at the slugs. Here's what we're going to be looking at. We're looking at a 5 watt slug going back to my radio input reflection, and a 25 watts going to show my input drive level. All right, now let's just start from the radio really quick. 3 transistor or a 5 transistor or 1 by anything or even a 2 by anything, most commonly, if you have a driver transistor or a driver section in your amplifier, you definitely don't want to take and start pulling out dual final radios and trying to drive that into these units. It's bad enough a 3 transistor unit is a bully. It don't always match up with everything that you put it in. So if you're into the 3 transistor units, let's say the old Toshiba stuff, the HGs work the same. You get the same amount of power and the same bad things that they like to do. 3 transistors don't always like what you're going to drive it into. So the combination, if you pick a 3 transistor for a driver, understand what you're getting, because they don't always match up with everything, and especially if you have a dual final radio, which I don't have. I like radios with snakes on them. They work really, really good. You can still go over and hit the interweb, go to ICA Manufacturing. You can get a Dustin R&R Cobra 29, a comp Cobra 29, for like $290 before shipping. That's the same radio right out of the box. All I did was change my microphone, and that's the microphone I like, and this is what I'm using on my bench. So let's take and get into this. This is exactly where this radio is tuned up at. 14.2 watt volts. And let's just take a look at the drive level where I'm at. All right, this is 25 watt slug. Each line's a half of a watt. This is just the radio passing through the 3 transistor, and here's your output power. Audio, 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 audio. So we're hanging out right around 10.5 watts RMS. The slugs are too big to show you the peak, so not too concerned about the peak. So moving on up, we're going to take that and back this all the way down. Yeah, I got amperage. So, as I said, my key was down pretty low. Let's see what it is. I'm at 1/2 watt. Let's just bring the carrier up. Let's go to 1.5 watts. Just to see where it puts me. Alright, and this is with the potentiometer all the way down on the amp. Here's a 1,000 watt slug over here in the carriage, and 2,500 RMS and peak on the 2,500 and RMS on the 1,000 analog, and then we'll be looking at 2,500 watt digital digital RMS and peak as well. So let's see what we got. So I have no carrier because I took it all away. Alright, so what do I have to do to get a carrier on this unit? There she came up. Let's see, each line's 20. We'll go 40. So 40 watt carrier, I'm hanging 4.5 watts into this unit. So here gives me a 40 watt carrier. And this is a unit turned all the way down. Yes sir, audio 1, 2, 3, 4, audio 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're hanging out right around 100 and 120 watts RMS. So what's going on with my peak? Because my RMS is pretty low right now out of 3 transistors. Here's the peak on 2,500 watt scale. And audio. So we're pulling 450 peak out of this unit, but I'm only doing like 120 watts RMS. I have a lot of RMS I can fill up yet. So here's your peaker, tweaker on the analog. This is a 2,500 watt scale. Each line is 50 watts. Audio. So it's hanging out right around 400 there for the peaker tweakers there. So now I want to turn this amplifier up, but if you forget to turn this down, because remember, we have a pretty large carrier going into this. This is working carrier right there. That's 4.5 watts. So if I turn this up just halfway, what's going to happen? This is still going to be there. Alright, it's still there. What happened to my RMS? It's 1,000 watt slug. Bottom scale. I'm already dead key, 200 watts now. Is it going to go forward? Audio. Nope, there's no breathing room. Why? Because I got it all hung out on a carrier. But what is going forward? The peaker tweaker will. Peaker tweaker will always go forward for you. He'll leave RMS behind. He'll say, look, I see ya. I'm going forward. I am going forward. Audio, peaker, tweaker. Alright? So, it still moved forward. Let's just look at the digital. Digital audio. Now we're at 550. Wow, we just filled our peak up and our amplifier's still not wide open. Now what's happened to RMS again? 200, audio. It's winking at you. That's a lot of carrier. Now, what happens now if I still didn't turn down my radio and I turned that wide open? So this kind of simulated what that guy did with too much of a carrier. What's going to happen now? Wide open. What's going to happen here? Same watt, dead key going into it, 4.5. Wow, she's up there. Okay, check this. 1,000 watt slug. Oh, mercy. That's 360 watts. I don't think I want to modulate it, but I'll do it real quick for you guys. All right, ready? Ready? Here we go. Modulation. Wow, she swung backwards. How do I fix it? That's wide open. Oh, I know. I can fix it with my radio. Watch. Turn it down. Now I went from my 4.5 down to 2. There's a 1.5 carrier. Alright? 1.5 gives me right at 200 watt carrier. Audio. So I'm swinging 260, 280. So 1.5 is really making that thing still have a pretty heavy carrier. We're going to back it down a bit, but let's take a look at this real quick. Again, RMS, audio, digital, 275, right? Here's your peak. I think you hit 525 before. Audio. Same thing. Audio. Same thing. Peaker, tweaker over here as well. Peaker, tweaker. Now, I took and dropped my carrier down a little bit more. Let's just go up here. Say we're going to key it about 60. Maybe. There's 60 watts. What's 60 watts at? This is me putting in 3/4 of a watt. It's 3/4 of a watt. Here's your input reflection, by the way. Audio, 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 audio. Remember, that's a 5-watt slug, so that's only 2/10 of a watt. We're down here, let's look at the amperage. Audio, 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 audio. 47 amps. Now, my amplifier is now running wide open with my radio tuned up, doing about 10 watts burn into it. And here we go. Tweaker, 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 tweaker. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll go back up here to analog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Audio. We're close. We're in the neighborhood. And this is audio. They're never dead on. Audio, audio, audio. Showing about 250 there. And what are we showing over here? Audio, 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 audio. About the same. 250. Let's see what the RMS is here. Audio, 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 audio. 250, 275. So, either way, this is a driver. Now, if I didn't have all that radio, let's back down and say I got a soft radio. My peak is still going to be up a bit, but here's the soft radio running. Audio, 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 audio. So let's call that 8.5 RMS. Set a little carrier here. All right, let's see my amperage now. A little softer radio. Audio, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. So 40, 41 amps. See, my radio is down fairly low. And we are going to take and look at, if we drive now, audio again, audio 1, 2, audio 1, 2, 7.5, 8 watts input reflection, audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Still hanging out down around that 1/10 of a mark. And here's a 1,000-watt slug once again. Audio, 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 audio. So it's showing me right around 220, 240 right there. Here's your voltage and amperage as well. Audio, 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 audio. And then we'll come back down here to the digital. Audio, audio, audio. So 2 1/4. Let's see what happened to my peak. I backed the radio down. Audio, audio, audio. It's still right there on that digital. Let's see what the analog does. It was pretty close to that 500. Audio, 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 audio. So she came down just a little bit. So the performances of radios with a 2290 driver, yeah, they can handle that 10 watts. The attenuation does absorb a little bit of that. But any way you cut it, it's a driver, and that's what it's designed to use. Now, if you wanted to use this all by itself, probably go out there and have a good time with it, talk local. You may get a little DX. Hell, put a magnet mount on your Mazda and have, who is that that did that? Lieutenant Colombo has a Mazda with a magnet mount antenna and a 5-pill out in Brooklyn. He's out there just crushing, skipping that little car. So, let's take a look here. See what's up. What do you know, Molly? What you got going on? Come here. Come on, Molly. Let's see what's going on. How are you? You gonna sit? Hi. What's up? You gonna wave to everybody? How are you? You gonna talk? Yeah, you're really laying it down, aren't you? Here, catch. Good girl. So what's been going on? You been hanging out? The weather's starting to break? Huh? You can see the grass again a little bit? Huh, Molly? What do you know? You good girl? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, Dad. What's going on, Molly? Say hi to everybody. I got you started. Room, room, room. Room, room. Uh-huh. So what's new with you? Anything? Nothing? You got a bath? You got a bath and you're pretty? Yeah? Where are you going? Come here. Come over here. You gonna sit? Yes? What do you know? Wave? Do me a trick. What do you show me? Show me. Show me, Molly. Yeah, you're a good girl. Well, look what Dad's got. Ready? Sit. You gonna catch it? High fly. Watch it. Oh, you missed it. Boy, oh boy, I think you do it on purpose just so you can get another try. One more. Sit. Sit. Watch it now. Good girl. All right. You gonna wave bye-bye? Molly, say bye. All right. You be a good girl. Say see ya. That's it. We out? You ready to do it? You ready to get the kitty? Yes, she said yes. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. 1.3 transistor and a little visit from Molly. And nice little unit. So it's 12290 driving 22879s. It's on the South Jersey list. Nothing really special. This is how I build them. Nice system. So there you have it. The guy that bought this, send it out tomorrow. All right, y'all be good. God bless. I'm sliding out of here. It's hump day. If you got something you love it, you might want to hump it. I'll see you.
Let's see what